First problem is if 4x plus 4y minus lambda z equal 0 is the equation of the plane passing through origin that contains the line x minus 1 by 2 equal to y plus 1 by 3 equal to z by 4, then find the value of lambda. Second, find the equation of the bisector planes of the angle between the planes 2x minus 5 plus 2z plus 3 equal 0 and 3x minus 2y plus 6z plus 8 equal 0, and identify the acute/obtuse angle bisector plane. That is, among the bisector planes, you have to identify which one corresponds to acute angle bisector plane and which one corresponds to obtuse angle bisector plane. Third, find the nature of the intersection of the planes and determine the solution if it exists. First problem, 3x plus y minus 4z minus 70 equals 0, 3x plus 2y minus 2z minus 25 equals 0, 3x minus 4y plus 3z plus 25 equals 0. Second problem, 4y plus 6z equal to 5, 2x plus 3y plus 5z equal to 5, 6x plus 5y plus 9z equal to 10. So 4x plus 4y minus lambda z equals 0 is the equation of the plane passing through origin that contains a line. Means this line is perpendicular to the normal vector of the plane. So then you will get the value of lambda. Now here d1, d2 are of same sign. So you can apply the formula directly. After that, you calculate a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2. Now whatever the sign you will get, that sign, use the equation and get the first obtuse angle bisector plane. The other sign corresponds to acute angle bisector plane. Next, nature of the intersection. So calculate delta. Delta is not equal to 0. That means the three planes intersect in a point. Now you have to calculate this point. So calculate equation of the line of intersection of plane 1 and 2 in the symmetric form. So the specific point on the line you get as 9 minus 1, 0, and the equation of the line of intersection of the two planes. Now take any point on this line, general point, and substitute in the third plane. Then solve for t value. Then that will be the point of intersection of the three planes. In the next problem, delta equal 0, delta x, delta y, delta z all are 0. That means the three planes intersect in a line. That means mathematically you will have infinite solutions. Now to find the infinite solutions, you write any equation of the line of intersection of two planes, and from that you write general point on the line. So the next problem is find the shortest distance and the line of shortest distance in unsymmetric form of the straight lines x minus 6 upon 1, y minus 2 upon minus 2, z minus 2 upon 2, and x plus 4 upon 3, y upon minus 2 equal to z plus 1 upon minus 2 using the planes concept. Fifth, the plane 2x plus y plus 2z equal to 9 intersect the coordinate axes at a comma b and c. Find the orthocenter of triangle ABC. 6. A plane passes through P alpha, beta, gamma and perpendicular to OP where O is the origin. Meet the axis at ABC. Prove that area of triangle ABC is R to the power of 5 upon 2 alpha, beta, gamma where R is modulus of OP bar. 7. Find the equation of the plane passing through 2, 1, 0, 4, 1, 1, 5, 0, 1. Find the point Q such that its distance from the plane is equal to the distance of the point P216 from the plane, and the line joining P and Q is perpendicular to the plane. In the fourth problem, we need to calculate equation of the plane containing line 1 and parallel to line 2, as well as equation of the plane containing line 2 and parallel to line 1. So you'll get two parallel planes. Then the distance between them will be the shortest distance. Yeah. So to find the line of shortest distance in unsymmetric form, you need to calculate equation of the plane containing line 1 and perpendicular to plane, and in the same manner equation of the plane containing line 2 and perpendicular to the plane. Their intersection will be a line of shortest distance, that is 2x minus 5 minus 2z minus 6 equals 0 equal to 2x minus 7y plus 10z plus 18. Next, in the Next problem, the plane intersect the coordinate axis at ABC. That means you can write the coordinates of ABC, and after that let us take orthocenter as A comma B comma C. Then altitude you draw, that is direction ratios of AB you can calculate and direction ratios of PC. They are perpendicular. Then you'll get one condition between ABC. In the same manner, calculate direction ratios of AP and BC. They are also perpendicular. Then you'll get one more condition. Solve by using cross multiplication. Then you'll get ABC proportion, and that you substitute in the equation of the plane. Then you'll get the point 212, which is the orthocenter. So equation of the plane passing through P and perpendicular to OP. Direction ratios of normal vector alpha, beta, gamma. So equation of the plane is alpha into x minus alpha plus beta into y minus beta plus gamma into z minus gamma equal to 0. Now perpendicular distance from origin r equal to root of alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. Now write the intercepts. Intercepts, if I consider A, B, C, A equal to r square by alpha, B is r square by beta, C is r square by gamma. And area of the triangle ABC is half of root of A square B square plus B square C square plus C square A square. Substitute ABC and simplify. So in the seventh problem, the point Q itself is the image of P with respect to the plane. So you have to calculate equation of the plane passing through these 3 points using the formula. Then you get x plus y minus 2z equal to 3. Now apply the image formula. Then you get Q as 6, 5 minus 2. So the next problem is find the equation of the plane through the line x plus 2y plus z minus 2 equal 0 equal to x plus y minus z minus 3, whose perpendicular distance from 2, 1, minus 1 is 1 upon root 6. 9. If this straight line x equal to 1 plus s, y equal to minus 3 minus lambda s, and z equal to 1 plus lambda s, and y equal t by 2, y equal to 1 plus z equal to 2 minus t, where t and s are parameters, are coplanar, then find the value of lambda. 10. The plane x minus 2y plus 3z equal 0 is rotated through a right angle about the line of intersection with the plane 2x plus 3y minus 4z minus 5 equal to 0. Find the equation of the plane in the new position. 11. Find the equation of two planes through origin which are parallel to the line x minus 1 upon 2 equal to y plus upon minus 1 equal to z plus 1 upon minus 2, and at a distance of 5 by 3 units from it. So in the 8th problem, you have to take the equation of the plane through the intersection of the two planes. That means P1 plus lambda P2 equal to 0. That is family of planes. Now it is perpendicular distance from 2, 1 minus 1 is 1 upon root 6. So use the perpendicular distance formula, solve for lambda. Then you'll get two values. That is two values of lambda will get, so two planes. So one is coinciding with this plane and another is this. So 2x minus 11y minus 13z plus 1 equal to 0. In the 9th problem, if these straight lines are coplanar, so identify the specific point on the line as well as the direction ratios of the line by converting into the symmetric form. So specific point on the line 1 is 1 minus 3, 1. Direction ratios are 1 minus lambda, lambda. On line 2, D 0, 1, 2, and direction ratios are 1, 2, minus 2. Now, once they are coplanar, determinant first row corresponds to AB bar, second row corresponds direction ratios of the first line, third row corresponds direction ratios of second line equal to 0. Then you will get the value of lambda. 10th, the plane P1 is rotated through a right angle about the line of intersection with the plane P2. Find the equation of the plane in new position. So the new position, the plane will be P1 plus lambda P2 equal to 0. Tell family of planes. Now this plane is perpendicular to the plane 1. Then you'll get the lambda value. Next, find the equation of two planes through the origin which are parallel to the line and at a distance of 5 by 3 from it. So in the 11th problem, because the plane is passing through origin, we can take the equation of the plane passing through origin as Lx plus My plus Nz equal to 0. Now this plane is parallel to this line. That is, when a plane is parallel to the line means the direction ratios of the line are perpendicular to the normal vector of the plane. That means 2l minus m minus 2n equal to 0. Also at a distance of 5/3 from it. Means because the line and the plane are parallel, you can take a specific point on the line 1, 1 minus 3 minus 1. So from this point to this plane, the perpendicular distance 1 minus 3m minus n upon root of l square plus m square plus n square equal to 5/3. Now two cases will be there. You take with the plus 1 and minus sign and solve with this equation. Then you will get the equation of the two planes passing through origin are x minus 2y plus 2z equal 0 and 2x plus 2y plus z equal to 0. So the next problem is show that the lines x minus 1 upon 2 equal to y minus 2 upon 3 equal to z minus 3 upon 4 and 4x minus 3y plus 1 equal 0 equal to 5x minus 3y plus 2 are coplanar. Also find the equation of the plane containing them and also their point of intersection. So here one line is in symmetric form and another line is unsymmetric form, and you have to show that these two are coplanar. After that you have to find the point of intersection of those two lines. Next problem, find the equation of the plane through the line and perpendicular to the plane containing the two lines in symmetric form. It is given. Next 14, find the equation of the line through origin and perpendicular to the line in unsymmetric form. X plus 2y plus 3z plus 4 equal 0 equal to 2x plus 3y plus 4z plus 5. Also find the foot of the perpendicular from origin to the line. So 15:1, find the locus of a point which moves in such a way that its distance from the line x by 1 equal to y by 1 equal z by minus 1 is twice its distance from the plane x plus y plus z equal to 0. So in the 12th problem, take general point on the first line 2 lambda plus 1, 3 lambda plus 2, 4 lambda plus 3. Now substitute that in the plane 1 as well as plane 2, then you should get the same value of lambda. If you are getting the same value of lambda, then you can conclude that they are coplanar. Now after that you have to find the equation of the plane containing them. Means p1 plus lambda p2 equal to 0 and this plane is perpendicular to this line. Now that is dot product you can take, then you will get lambda value. Then you will get the equation of the plane as x minus 2y plus z equal to 0. And the equation of the plane also find the point of intersection. Now take general point and substitute in the plane what you got. Then you will get the point as minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. The 13th problem. Find the equation of the plane through this line. So equation of the plane through this line you can write as determinant form. First row x, y, z. That is x minus 0, y minus 0, z minus 0. Second row L, M, N. The third row will be the direction ratios of the normal vector. That is, you have to calculate cross product of the direction ratios of M, N, L, N, L, M. Because you need to find the equation of the plane through this line and perpendicular to the plane containing the lines. So the equation of the plane you will obtain as M minus N into X plus N minus L into Y plus L minus M into Z equal to 0. Next in the 14th, find the equation of the plane through origin and perpendicular to the line, and also find the foot of the perpendicular from origin to the line. So through origin you have to calculate perpendicular to this line. So you can calculate this equation unsymmetric form to the symmetric form. After writing the unsymmetric form to the symmetric form, you calculate any specific general point on this line and that you take as the foot of the perpendicular. Then calculate direction ratios of the line joining origin to the foot of the perpendicular. Take foot of the perpendicular as P. Then OP bar is perpendicular to the line. Then you will get the coordinates of the foot of the perpendicular as well as equation of the line. So equation of the line is this and foot of the perpendicular is this. Next, find the locus of the point which moves in such a way that it's a distance from the line is twice the distance from the plane. So take that point is alpha, beta, gamma and calculate distance of the point from the line, that is perpendicular distance, as well as distance of the same point P alpha beta gamma is twice the distance, that is perpendicular distance. Equate it and simplify, then you'll get the locus.